What it is, what it do. I'm A1, this is Destiny, and in this video we're going to be going over the exotic rocket launcher called Gjallarhorn, or Gjallarhorn, which is in my opinion not only one of the best rocket launchers, but one of the best weapons in the game overall. I would recommend using it for any game mode, whether it's strikes, the crucible, or in the raids. It's pretty much useful in any game mode, and it's also useful against any enemy, no matter what kind of elemental shield they have. If they have void shields, solar shields, or arc shields, it doesn't matter. This weapon's going to do a lot of damage regardless of what type of shield they have. Now, the way that I got the Gjallarhorn was through the crucible. After playing a control match, I received it as a reward. And I believe this is one of the few exotics that I've gotten from playing the Crucible. I really don't get them that much when I play the Crucible, but I did get this Gjallarhorn from the Crucible. But I'm pretty sure that's not the only way you can get the Gjallarhorn. I believe it can also be gotten through weekly nightfall strikes, and I believe you can also get it by playing the raid. I'm not sure if Zur sells it or not. I've never seen him sell it, but if any of you have seen him sell the Gjallarhorn, let us know in the comments. Like I said, I've never seen Zur sell the Gjallarhorn, but I don't know, maybe some of you all have. Anyways, there's two main upgrades that I wanted to point out. The first one being that shells fired from this weapon track their targets, which means you don't have to spend a whole lot of time aiming. You just want to make sure that you aim close to them, and no matter if they move or not, the rounds will end up tracking their targets. And the second upgrade that I wanted to point out is that rounds fired from this weapon split into tracking cluster missiles upon detonation. So not only does the initial explosion harm the enemy, but there's also these tracking cluster missiles that'll seek out nearby enemies. And this is by far one of my favorite upgrades out of any weapon, mainly because it looks like a nice little fireworks show every time you use the Gjallarhorn. And I'll be sure to show some of that in the gameplay later. Alright, now when it comes to the details, it does give solar damage, but like I mentioned earlier, it doesn't matter what kind of elemental shield the enemy has, this weapon's going to do a lot of damage regardless. Let's see, there's also less recoil, greatly reduced recoil, predictable and controllable recoil. We've already gone over this tracking upgrade, which is when shells fired from this weapon track their targets. And this isn't the only rocket launcher that does that. I believe the Truth rocket launcher does it as well. And there's also some legendary rocket launchers that do it. You'll have to look at the upgrades for the rocket launcher in order to see if it does or not. Let's see, it also has upgrade damage. This weapon can be drawn unbelievably fast. Aiming this weapon is incredibly fast. And it also has a speed reload upgrade. Again, we've already gone over the Wolfpack rounds. Rounds fired from this weapon split into tracking cluster missiles. Again, this is the upgrade that reminds me of a nice little fireworks display. And obviously, the rest of the upgrades are just upgrades to damage. Anyways, like I mentioned earlier, this is definitely one of the best rocket launchers along with the Truth rocket launcher. And in my opinion, it's one of the best weapons in the game overall. Anyways, the gameplay that you're going to see is from a daily heroic level 28 mission and from a couple level 24 strikes. But like I mentioned earlier, it's useful in any game mode, whether it's the Crucible, the strikes, weekly nightfalls, or in the raid. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video or found it useful, don't forget to do what you do. I'm A1, thanks for watching.
Something's interfering with security protocols. This is going to take a while.
Nice work. I'll let the Vanguard know the flares are dead. A cell from the Prison of Elders. The Archon Priest is still inside. I'm picking up another one of his lieutenants heading this way. Got him. I'll let Commander Zavala know there's one less problem on Mars.